And now for our next news special report.
Tonight we uncover a threat that could change our nation forever. Imagine a world where our daily conveniences, the very fabric of our modern life, is ripped away in an instant. This isn't science fiction. It's a stark reality we face from North Korea. A single act, invisible yet catastrophic, could plunge America into darkness. We're not talking about a traditional attack, but something far more insidious and overlooked. An electromagnetic pulse attack from North Korea isn't just a possibility, it's a looming specter over our nation's future. As we dive deep into this urgent issue, you'll learn why this isn't just another news story, but a clarion call for immediate action. So stay with us for this special report because you don't want to miss the critical insights and my final thoughts on why this matters to every American. It's time to open our eyes to the unseen dangers that are threatening our great republic. Now, before we dive deeper into our special report, let's talk about readiness. The kind of preparedness that's essential in today's world. Much like how we're uncovering the hidden dangers of an EMP attack, there's something you can do right now to safeguard against rising energy costs. Our sponsor, Don'tWastePower.com, offers this revolutionary device. It actually stabilizes electrical currents and reduces dirty electricity. Think of it as your personal shield against skyrocketing power bills, akin to how we must protect our nation against unseen threats. Simply plug it in your home's wall outlet to lower energy consumption and protect your appliances. And get 66% off and additional bonuses at don'twastepower.com. Order now and be prepared. Now, tonight we're tackling a topic that, it's not making daily headlines, but it holds the potential to change the course of our nation's future. The threat: North Korea's capacity to launch an electromagnetic pulse attack against the United States. This is not alarmism. It's a cold, hard reality of the world that we live today. Now let's start by understanding what we're dealing with. North Korea, a nation known for its defiance of international norms, has been steadily advancing its capabilities in a manner most concerning. The recent placement of what they claim to be a spy satellite in orbit is a case in point. While on the surface it seems like another step in their space program, the underlying implications are far more sinister. This development could potentially pave the way for an EMP attack, a scenario where a single burst of electromagnetic energy could render all electronic devices and systems within its range utterly useless. So consider the ramifications of such an attack. In a single moment, the very fabric of our modern society, the power grids, communication networks, and even basic utilities could be thrust back into the pre-industrial age. It's a chilling prospect where our day-to-day life as we know it ceases to function. Now, the mechanics of an EMP attack are what make it so dangerous. Unlike a conventional missile strike that requires precision and accuracy, an EMP's effectiveness comes from its wide area of impact. North Korea could execute this through various means: a missile, a covert satellite operation, or other delivery systems. And the lack of need for accuracy makes it a frighteningly effective weapon. As we delve into the nuances of this looming threat, let's not overlook the immediate impacts already being felt in our region. Recently, an event unfolded that brings to reality this threat to our doorstep, and it's something you need to see to truly understand the gravity of the situation. In Japan, a country all too familiar with the shadow of North Korean missile tests, the alarm sounded once again. This time, it was due to a launch of what was believed to be a North Korean reconnaissance satellite. As we watch this footage, note the palpable tension and urgency in the actions of the Japanese government and its citizens. This is not a drill, but a real-life response to what many perceive as a direct and imminent threat. Watch.
22時55分頃、大軽量で通過したものとみられます。避難の呼びかけを解除します。不審なものには決して近寄らず、直ちに警察や消防などに連絡してください。
That's pretty terrifying. Now, our nation, despite its technological advancements, isn't fully insulated against such a threat. The U.S. electric grid, the lifeblood of our country, is alarmingly vulnerable. A successful EMP strike could lead to a prolonged blackout stretching across months or even years. It's a scenario where urban centers are plunged into darkness, healthcare facilities become inoperable, and chaos reigns due to the breakdown of communication systems. In recent times, North Korea's actions have only added to the concern. Their testing of advanced short-range missiles resembling Russia's nuclear-capable Iskander and the development of a new ballistic missile submarine are not mere muscle flexing. These are indicative of a strategic march towards a position where a nuclear-armed North Korea becomes a stark reality, a scenario where the possibility of a U.S. intervention becomes exceedingly risky and complex. Perhaps the most alarming aspect of the situation is the potential use of satellites as a means for an EMP attack. North Korea's satellite launches, particularly the KMS-3 and the KMS-4, have been on trajectories that ominously pass over the United States. This raises the specter of these satellites being used as a surprise attack using an EMP. Now, the strategy bears an unsettling resemblance to the Soviet Union's Cold War-era fractional orbital bombardment system. It was designed for a similar purpose. In facing this threat, it's important to recognize that North Korea's objectives are not just about showcasing their military prowess. It's a calculated move in the geopolitical chess game. Their goal is to achieve a status where the fact of a nuclear-armed North Korea is irreversible. This strategy isn't just about ensuring their regime's survival, it's about altering the strategic balance in the Pacific, undermining the credibility of U.S. security commitments to its allies. Now, the situation is further complicated by the involvement of China and Russia. The long-held belief that these nations desire North Korean nuclear disarmament is increasingly appearing naive. The rapid development of Pyongyang's nuclear capabilities, significantly aided by Russian and Chinese technology and know-how, suggests a very different narrative. It seems more likely that both Beijing and Moscow view a nuclear-armed North Korea as a strategic asset, a tool to challenge and possibly erode U.S. influence in the Pacific region. In light of these developments, the need for the United States to bolster its defenses against an EMP attack becomes paramount. This isn't just about deploying anti-missile systems or hardening our infrastructure. It's about a comprehensive strategy that encompasses detection, deterrence, and response mechanisms. More than ever, the protection of our electric grids and other critical infrastructure from an EMP attack should be a national security priority. Moreover, the U.S. must also consider the deployment of space-based missile defenses. In a world where threats can come from the Earth and space alike, a multi-layered defense system is not just prudent, it's essential. This would not only serve to protect against EMP attacks, but also sustain the credibility of U.S. security guarantees to its allies in the Pacific. In conclusion, the threat of a North Korean EMP attack is a sobering reminder of the evolving challenges we face in preserving our national security. It's a threat that transcends traditional warfare, targeting the very underpinnings of our modern society. As we continue to navigate these turbulent waters, our response to this threat will not only shape our national security landscape, but also reflect our resolve to protect and preserve our way of life. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's not just about staying informed, it's about being prepared for the challenges we face as a nation. And together we can navigate these uncharted waters armed with knowledge and a commitment to safeguard our great republic. So as we close this report, it's crucial to reflect on why this matters so much to us as Americans. Well, the threat of a North Korean EMP attack isn't just a distant military concern. It's a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in our modern way of life. In an age where our daily existence is intertwined with technology, the prospect of it all being stripped away in an instant is not just frightening, but it's a call to action. This story is about more than just national security. It's about the resilience of our republic. It highlights the need for vigilance and preparedness in the face of evolving threats. As citizens of this great nation, it's our duty to stay informed, to understand the challenges we face, and to support measures that safeguard our nation. Remember, the strength of America doesn't just lie in its military might or technological prowess, but in the spirit and resolve of its people. Together as a united front, we stand ready to defend and preserve our way of life, ensuring that our republic remains a beacon of freedom and resilience in an uncertain world.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video.
Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.